Hello and welcome to the BattleFan podcast, episode number 12. My name is Paul, and I'm here with Jerry as always.
Echo.
That's right. We're doing this in my kitchen because my basement is under construction right now, so it's a new atmosphere for the podcast. But that doesn't matter to you folks, does it?
No.
So let's get into what the folks want to hear.
Let's do it.
News around the XFL and specifically news around the Battlehawks Nation. Picking up from where we left off 2 weeks ago at our last episode, we were talking about Doug Meacham. He was the offensive coordinator for the Battlehawks.
It feels weird to look at you. Normally we don't look at each other. Now we're looking at each other.
Look deep into my eyes.
We need to take a picture of this.
Okay.
We will. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, but Doug Meacham, the guy from House of Cards.
Meacham.
Yep, he's no longer Battlehawks offensive coordinator.
Just like the Meacham that got killed. He got killed, didn't he? Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
he didn't get killed. I think he just took another job.
Oh, I thought he got shot too.
He got shot? Oh, no. Okay, in the show, Meacham got shot. In real life, Meacham, the offensive coordinator, just took another job.
I thought you were talking about the offensive coordinator died. Took a bullet for the president.
No, it didn't work. That's not what happened. But they promoted Chuck Long. He was the running backs coach. So I guess they're not going to have a new system or anything.
That's good.
So that'll be good, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little worried. This is kind of close to the season starting, and to have your offensive coordinator leave.
That's probably going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Because of the way the NFL season ends, and you got to think some of those coaches are going to be scouted for NFL. Mm-hmm. It's a bad time. It's a real bad time, especially for your inaugural season.
Oh, yeah. It just throws a wrench into everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, but at least they're sticking with, they're promoting from within, and I'm thinking they're not going to change the system or anything, but it has me a little worried, I'll be honest. But I think we'll be okay in the end. So let's get into some other news about different Battlehawks players. Kenney Robinson, he's playing the secondary for us. He's the young guy that kind of gave up on college and just went into the XFL. He just got put into the... Yeah, you don't need college. Yeah, he went into the NFL draft pool officially.
Oh.
So I think this guy's a legit talent. So he probably won't be back with the Battlehawks next year, but as of right now, he's a Battlehawk, and I think he's going to be pretty good. They're projecting him to be like a first-round pick in the NFL. So this guy's got some legit talent.
I know we talked about this before, but so can they get scouted after the season? Not scouted per se, but I mean, I guess the NFL is not going to go on after the Super Bowl, obviously. But can a player leave mid-season to go?
I think they have.
I guess the NFL.
I think they have in their contracts for the XFL that they cannot play for another football league until the season is over. As soon as the season's over, they're free to do whatever they want. Yeah. But as long as the XFL season is going on, they cannot join another team of any kind of football sort. I think that's already happened a few times to a few teams that the NFL was calling, trying to get them on practice squads, and the XFL shut that down.
That's good.
So at least they have enough power to stop that. So that'd be good. I don't think they have that same power when it comes to coaches, though. I don't think they have it in there, obviously, because we lost our offense coordinator. Other big moves for the Battlehawks players is we picked up another quarterback. So we had 3 quarterbacks. Jordan Ta'amu, we have Taylor Heineke, and your favorite player of all time, Brogan Roback. We picked up Nick Fitzgerald, so now we have 4 quarterbacks.
Sure, let's have another one, even though I'm sure one of them's going to get cut next week.
How many do you think will hold, I guess?
I don't know.
How many do you hang on to? 2? 3? I don't know.
Probably I guess 2.
Yeah, I feel like you don't need more than 2 on a team. You only get it's a 52-man roster, which, by the way, next Monday, the 27th, they'll have to cut down the team to 52 men at that point. So a lot of guys going to get the cut here pretty soon. That's a bummer. That's a bummer day.
I know.
But it's the business. So
it is.
Hopefully Brogan will make it. There's a chance he might not make it.
That's going to be sad for a lot of people because, like, just think like NFL is like their last refuge for some of them.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I'm not even good enough to make the XFL.
Yeah, it's like, maybe I need to pursue another career at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be a tough day, but then I think we'll be able to narrow down who's going to be our starters and who's actually playing, because it's a lot of guys really people don't know, and trying to learn everybody. It's like, let's wait till we get the 52-man roster. I'm sure next episode we'll dive a little more deeply into that.
Yeah.
But that's all I really got for player news. Some team news that I got is we have our first official sponsor for the Battlehawks. The first official sponsor. You know what they went with?
Glenn's doorknobs.
Glenn's doorknobs. Unfortunately, Glenn, sorry, you're not the official first sponsor
of Chad's Water.
Chad's Water. That is not it as well.
Gary's Glasses.
Nope.
They're sponsors for some of my other podcasts.
I got you.
I thought for sure they'd bid for the Battlehawks. I'm sure it's cheap.
Yeah, I don't know, but they didn't come in. They came in short. Bud Select got it.
Oh,
Anheuser-Busch and specifically Bud Select is the first sponsors. They went with beer as their first sponsor for the Battlehawks, which makes sense.
When in Rome.
Yeah. I mean, Anheuser-Busch, there's a huge connection to St. Louis there. But
I like that it's Select.
Yeah, it's Bud
Select.
Select
is local.
Yeah, they don't really. They always say "brewed for the Lou" is their whole
I don't think
marketing
that goes
campaign.
anywhere else.
So it's just St. Louis people get it.
Yeah,
yeah. So that makes sense. I think they're pushing the whole Battlehawks being born and raised in St. Louis, and then the Brewed in the Lou beer is their official sponsor. I think it just makes sense.
It's on brand.
It's on brand.
Yeah.
They have another sponsor as well. Their second sponsor is everyone who provides the power here in St. Louis is Ameren.
Ah.
So they will be the sponsor for, I guess, the official energy company of the Battlehawks. I don't know if they have anything like that.
Were they a sponsor of the Rams?
Probably.
I know they are the Cardinals.
Are they?
I think.
I
just remember the power.
Yeah,
in between the
no,
innings.
I thought that was Peabody did that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
So, and apparently they're going to give out rally towels at the first game, the home opener. So I'll be there. Well, you're going to be there? You were buying tickets the other day.
Man, yeah. It was one of those where, I was ready to pull the trigger on the $20 seats.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking with other people, and they're like, "Oh, like it's kind of a good I didn't get them, because it turned into I was going to go with like one or two other people, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting like a load of people,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, well, we got 20, and the $20 ticket sale is kind of weird. Like every time you refresh the page, like the seats changed.
Oh, really?
And then like there's multiple times where like I picked the seats and tried to go to the next page to secure them, and like so many times it went. The seats aren't available anymore, even though it showed they were available. So it's kind of weird. So there wasn't a lot in like the same section. There's only like, you can only get 2 or 3 or 4. So it ended up being, I'm going to get a big group together. I want to see how many people are going to go. Then, that takes forever to find out who's actually.
And that was only a 24-hour sale, right? That $20 ticket thing.
Well, but then at the same time, like the guys was like, oh, screw it. Screw $20. Let's like get better seats. So, but I don't know. I kind of like, between the end zone and like the 10 or the 20. I think those seats I was looking at. I think the one you're in, that's like the diagonal. The diagonal.
Uh-huh.
So I think we're looking like at that, like the end zone or the 10-yard line. Those are a little more pricey.
But you will be going.
Oh yeah, I'll be going for sure.
Yeah. I'm starting to get, like, I'm hearing from other people too that it's getting closer to the season now, that people are getting excited, and it seems like it's a really easy time to convince people, like, you should just get tickets. Like, yeah, I should just get tickets.
Right. And so I was at a bar watching the AFC Championship, and there were like multiple Battlehawks commercials.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the home opener. And of course, I got some buzz, but of course you hear, "Cuckoo! Get the fuck out of here. Heck out of here." But that's cool. That's like, I don't know if it's trolling. I mean, it's genius.
Yeah.
To put an ad like that during the NFL.
Locally. Oh yeah, I mean I'm sure that's market, very targeted.
I'm sure every market got it.
Oh yeah, for each of their respective teams. Yeah, I mean right now at the end of football season, these are all diehard football fans watching. If you're in St. Louis and you're watching football right now, I mean you don't even have a team, but you're still watching football because you're a fan of football.
Yeah, the people around here
those are the people.
think they're Chiefs fans.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's BS.
I can't.
It's BS.
I try to
Now
root
we're
for
gonna
the
go on a
Chiefs, but
different
I can't do it.
Okay, Kansas City hates St. Louis.
Yeah.
For one, like the people.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's like big city envy.
Yeah.
And so.
But maybe we should just support Kansas City Chiefs right now, just so. Or do we want them to be Battlehawks fans? It's good.
I don't know.
Do we want them or not? I think we want
The
them.
more the merrier, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't
They
think
could
they're
be-
like, especially if they win, like, they're going to be all high and mighty. XFL, forget that. And they probably still do that now because their Chiefs are pretty good right now.
I don't know. There's just
Forget
no love
them.
between Kansas City and St. Louis.
I mean, people think there are. Like, St. Louis people think there are. Maybe, I don't know. Just from what I hear, like, especially with the Chiefs. Like, since the
Yeah.
Rams left, well, I'm going to be a Chiefs fan. It's the same stigma as Chicago. Like, I'm not going to be a Chicago fan just because...
Yeah.
Like I really dislike Chicago. I dislike Chicago more than Kansas City, but it's still the same.
Yeah. We're rivals. You just
Right. I'd rather
At the end of the day, we're
somebody
rivals.
who's
We can't be on the same team.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of, I think, St. Louis Blues fans in Kansas City. Like, if I talk to, like, friends from Kansas City, like, they don't like the Cardinals. They never liked the Rams. They're not into St. Louis, except for the Blues, because they don't have a hockey team there. So
Well,
we
do
might
they
get
now though. I mean, did they before the Blues were good?
I don't
Like,
think
won the Stanley Cup?
I don't think they've ever had a.
No. I mean, like fans. Like, did they come out of the woodwork since?
Yeah,
they got,
it
since
could
they
have been
got
that
good?
too. No, but I think they were fans before that. If you're a hockey fan and you live in Kansas City, what other option do you have? Than
Well,
to
I
root
just
for
heard
the Blues?
like the people were talking about it that, some of the players were at the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Some of the Chief players, like, well, if they like the Blues, I'm gonna like them. Like, come on, man. That was like, and this is like not an endorsement, but just something to do. But anyway,
But I
to
think-
each their own.
Yeah. So I think we'll get some Kansas City fans. There'll
Yeah.
be Kansas City people that want to root for the XFL, and they'll be like, well, we're really the only Midwest team in a way.
I honestly don't think they're gonna care though.
Yeah. Like, what if you're just from.
It's gonna be seen as sub level football because they got the Chiefs and they're.
But I'm not talking. That's just the like. There's some people who are just diehard football fans that they're like,
Right.
maybe I'm from Milwaukee and I just like football, and there's another league of having football. Who are you going to root for if you're like in the middle of?
Well, if they win the Super Bowl, they're still gonna be celebrating while the XFL's going on.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm saying like other cities in the Midwest, like
Yeah.
Chicago or Milwaukee or
Yeah.
you're from Minnesota or something.
Right. We are like the Midwest team.
Yeah, so I think we can pull fans from all over the Midwest region.
Central. I mean,
Yeah, Central. Yeah,
they're really just on the coast and south
yeah,
and east.
yeah. Because the South,
Is
we
there
have
a
the
north?
two Texas teams,
There's
and
not
you
a
got Tampa
northern
Bay.
team, is there?
Seattle. Well, like
No. Like
Central.
Like,
Yeah,
no, like Minnesota.
no Detroit. No, yeah, Minnesota. No, I don't know. All those Packers fans, where are they going to go?
See, that's the thing. Like, you're right. I don't think it should be by region because, okay, like I wouldn't like the Packers just because I don't have a team, even though it's kind of in the area and there's more
Yeah.
choices. If I had a choice, like, I'm going to go with the one with the coolest uniform or
Yeah.
Because you see that a lot. People who don't have a team that are like.
Or people will have like a
tweet.
random connection. Like, oh, my mom, she's
Right,
originally
right.
from New York, so I'm going to be a Guardians fan.
Right.
So there'll probably be a lot of that stuff.
If anything, I kind of joked with it because the bar I was with, it was all Kansas City fans. I'm like walking there and I'm like, man, I used to live in Nashville. I don't like anything about Kansas City, so I guess I should be
Yes,
rooting for
you have-
Tennessee. They're
you
like,
have
get
more
out of
connection
here.
there.
I'm like, whatever. I don't know. I root for points. I'm a betting man.
Yeah.
That's who I root for. Players and points.
Players and points. Actually, they released some new odds for the league like a few days ago. And the
How long it's going to last?
no, who's going to win the championship? And so we're not last, but we're second to
Oh,
last.
my God.
They don't have very much faith in
Was
so
it the
we're-
whole offensive coordinator leaving?
maybe. I'm sure that probably had something to do with it. But actually, so the favorite right now is Dallas. I guess, and I was kind of reading up, but they were saying because they have, I guess, the quarterback with the most experience.
Yeah, makes sense.
But then they have New York as second, L.A. and Tampa Bay tied for third. And after that, Houston, D.C., and then coming up the rear is us and Seattle. So the two teams with seems like the most engaged fan bases
Yeah.
are like projected to do the worst. I don't understand that. But I guess there isn't a correlation between how good your team is and how fired up your fan base is at this point.
At least we'll look good.
We will look good.
So, did you watch any of the preseason, like just the clips?
Yeah, I did the clips.
I don't think it was
Yeah.
televised, right?
No, I don't think so. I didn't know what it was.
Those uniforms, our uniforms look sharp.
They
had
do look
they
good.
had the away.
Yeah.
Those look sharp. I was digging I mean, there were clips that I didn't really watch the game, but I'm like, man, that's cool.
If I get, I might have to get an away jersey.
Yeah, I think
And that was the away jersey. It wasn't even the home ones.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to look like under the dome lights. Because you remember the Rams, like their uniforms look different in the dome.
Yeah.
I wonder what that blue, bright blues.
Maybe that's why they went with the blue.
You know, those lights are going to be old. They haven't changed the bulbs. They haven't even given it a name.
Yeah.
Just like, we're going to play at the dome.
Well, maybe
we're going to open the doors, air it out. It's still good.
They're probably deciding that when they're trying to, okay, what color should we go with for the St. Louis team? Well, they haven't changed the bulbs in the dome yet, so
should have been black then.
Yeah. So let's go with the color we know and we trust. Like Radio Show on Turf guys, it's
a different shade though. It's a different shade.
It is different. Blue. It's a darker shade. Maybe
it's not that dark blue and poop brown, gold, yellow.
Why did they ever change it?
It changed every year.
Why did they change that?
Because the uniform suppliers changed. Like it was Reebok at first, and then it was Starter.
It's all about the money.
Then it was Nike. I don't know. Those throwbacks always look good in the dome.
Yeah, they do.
Man.
All right. So the preseason game, apparently we lost that game.
Yeah, but it went in overtime.
I think every team, they just did overtime as like they scrimmaged. They wanted to practice the overtime. So I think we actually lost 21-18. Which was interesting. So we scored 18 points. We scored 3 touchdowns. We didn't get any extra points.
Huh.
So I wonder if that's going to happen a lot. They're like, we're going for 3 or 2. That I think your chances of getting the extra points, it's more likely that you'll not get them than get them. So there'll be a lot of 6-point scores.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. I mean, at least at first, it's like it's going to be weird not going on autopilot. Like, we scored, okay, and I don't have to pay attention for the next 3 minutes because it's going to be a field goal for the most part, or an extra point for the most part, commercial, kickoff, probably a touchback for the most part. So you're like on autopilot for like 5 minutes after every touchdown, after every score. So it's going to be kind of cool. It's like, what are they going to do?
Yeah, because I guess you'll probably maybe just expect that like you get your 6 points. That's probably what you're going to get. But then you have this bonus. It's like a bonus section that will be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
they should just go for 3. That's way more exciting. They score and all of a sudden they're up to 9
There's
points.
Gonna be so much like strategy and like especially if you're down because then like you're not gonna be down by certain like a number of possessions.
I think this is gonna be real exciting early on too. The first because it seems like once the league gets going, everyone kind of knows the odds and everyone kind of knows what to expect. At the beginning, there's nothing to base this
really
on. So every team is going to be doing something different
because it's kind of going to be the same. I mean, it's football. It's going to look sort of the same, but like the rules are going to be different. And I don't know. Oh well, it'll be fun though.
But so 21-18, that's not super high scoring. I mean, that seems like a good football score, but it's not super high. The other games were 23-18, 27-15, and 21-16. They were all around that range where there was never huge blowouts. And I was expecting a lot. It is preseason, but I was expecting like really high scores.
Yeah.
I mean, the highest score out of all the 4 preseason games. So this, by the way, on Monday and Tuesday, they had the different teams that are down in Houston. They had them play each other in almost like a dress rehearsal preseason game for all the different teams playing each other. We played the Dallas Renegades, which we'll play again for our very first game. So I guess we're going to get real familiar with that team. Yeah, I was expecting like much higher scores, but that wasn't the case because with the rules are really offensive friendly, but it could just be everyone's getting their bearings and everyone's just kind of learning the system and they're not going to show off anything too crazy. So, but they're solid football scores.
Did they say, so is it, are they going to do 3 more games or is it just?
No, I think this is it as far as preseason. And then we're going to go straight into the real season.
I guess the starts.
This is a dress rehearsal. So I think they got a chance. I think ESPN was down there. I don't know if the other broadcasts were down there, but they kind of got to test out, I guess, doing the announcing and different like graphics on TV and doing things like that. Apparently on the scoreboard, they had the different logos. They had pretty much alternative logos for DC has an alternative logo now, and so does Seattle that they didn't show before.
I wish we had the shield. That's cool.
Yeah, we don't have an alternative logo. It didn't seem like when they had
Need
someone
to
took
make,
a
like-
picture of the Battlehawks versus Renegades. The Renegades had their little alternate logo, and we just had our regular logo. Want more
Lame.
stuff. More
Lame. We need a new logo. Not new. We need an alt
logo for sure.
Okay, so battle. Okay, I'm telling you, we're not a hawk. You almost think we're a hawk. We're not a hawk. So it should be like some sort of a part of a plane.
Yeah.
Or the sword. Maybe something cool with the sword.
Yeah. Something more on the battle side, less the hawk side.
A bomb. We'll drop the bomb on you, baby.
Yeah. You could just put like a little jet or something. Be cool.
Yeah, something. There's a lot of cool aviation logos.
Yeah. They'll come up with something eventually.
I guess. Everybody else is getting them but us.
Yeah. I mean, the Renegades have just an R with a circle around it. We could have just a B with a square around it or something.
BH. Buh. Buh. Buh.
Let's go, bah!
I'll support that more than cacaw. Buh.
I'll just think you're grunting. Are you doing a Vince McMahon impression? What is
Let's go. Buh.
Yeah. All right. Another failed idea from the BattleFan podcast.
Yeah, well, one of them will stick eventually.
Eventually. What else do they show up at this
It
scrimmage?
should be pi. Just like the symbol pi.
All right. I like it.
There you go.
Done. Do you see the ref jerseys?
Yeah.
What do you think of those?
Sharp.
Sharp? Yeah. It's not like the regular stripes that you normally see refs have.
Except they don't blend in because it's kind of a...
Yeah.
It's not a really... it's just like kind of like a dark gray blue, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a real dark blue.
Yeah.
And it's got those weird stripes. I don't know.
I don't know if it's going to show
They won't
up.
have
Not that it matters.
They won't have helmets on, or you'll be able to tell. Apparently, the ball spotter, no, I have one guy that's all his job is to spot the ball. Apparently, he has a red hat, so he's a different looking guy. So I guess when we're at the game, to look for the guy with the red hat just running like crazy everywhere.
They should have like neon hats.
Yeah, I'll go like hot pink or something.
There you go.
You can really see him. I think with the red, you'll see it plenty fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a full dress rehearsal, a real game. Apparently, like you could hear, they had the clip when we scored a touchdown that they had some guy over the announcing the touchdown. So they were, I think, doing a full dress rehearsal. Like they're serious about this. That they want this to be a good experience for the fans.
I think they brought their backup generators.
I think so, and they filled them with diesel.
If anybody forgets those damn generators this time, you're fired on the spot.
Don't make Vince mad. They even had a band there, like an actual
cool
marching band, like playing music. I don't know. The stands were like completely empty. There's like 4 people.
Was it open to the public?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No. Unless you're like special access. We're not. We're just regular fans like you guys. We don't get special access.
Nope.
I don't have time to go down to Houston anyway. So
Yeah.
man, but I think they're coming back to St. I think that training camp's done. They're coming back to St. Louis and going to start practicing here again. So it's 18 days away
18
till our first game. Probably by the time you hear this, it'll be like 17 days.
Probably.
Or maybe you take your time. It might be even less, like 16. It might be the day before when you actually listen to this.
Maybe.
I'll be there. Well, I guess its first one's on TV. It's on ESPN to start. 4:00 on Sunday.
Where are we going to watch it at?
I don't know. We got to make some plans.
When
Invite
is
all
it?
our friends. 18 days from now. It's February 9th at 4:00 on ESPN.
Is that a Sun? Because that's another thing. Not all the games are on Sunday.
Yeah, some are Saturday and some are Sunday. It's like there's an early game and late game on Saturday and an early game, late game on Sunday.
That's the weekend we don't play.
That's right.
People don't know we're in a band.
We are in a band.
We took the whole weekend off for it.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually have to schedule. We'll like get an offer for a gig and I have to check to make sure there's no Battlehawks game going on. I'm dedicated to this.
You can just maybe we'll have it on at the bar.
No.
Or venue.
Nope. I would just turn down the gig. I'm sorry.
Boy.
I'm that dedicated.
We'll do it baseless.
Yeah. All right. Do you got any news or anything you want to go over, Jerry?
Chad Ochocinco's too good for the XFL, apparently.
Oh, yeah, he was supposed to try out as a kicker, wasn't he?
Yeah, I made a big not press conference, but news about it. And
So why didn't he show up?
yeah, you know,
He just flaked out on the XFL?
too busy.
No respect.
No respect.
Can't get
That
any
would have
respect.
been cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a publicity stunt, but
Yeah. He's
Like,
probably
there's no way
he's
he
probably
would
in a
ever
Super
get-
Bowl commercial or something. So
Yeah.
he had I don't know. He probably saw
he
that.
could have at least showed up, though, and just kicked a ball or two.
You know probably what it was. Like, okay, let me see this contract. What is this? Where are the zeros? There must be a mistake here. There's only 2 zeros.
Not enough zeros. That's what the trouble was. All right. Oh, they have a. Apparently, they're in talks with 2K, the video game, the franchise. I don't know much about video games, but they're looking into. Because I guess Madden is the big one for the NFL, and they kind of own the market as far as video games and football goes. So it looks like 2K is going to try to get on the action with the XFL to, I don't know, maybe get into that football video game.
Well, they're just going to
market.
run it by the same people who make the wrestling games. And
Yeah. Do they do those? Does 2K
is 2K
do
a
the rest?
brand? I thought that was just a title.
I guess it's a brand. There's a lot of.
No, we're not video gamers. Sorry.
I don't know anything about it, but
I mean, like the WWE games are like 2K.
yeah, I guess so.
2K. But I didn't know if that was a brand or just a title.
I think it's a brand.
Not a brand, but like a company or a.
I think there's probably a company behind it, but they use that 2K brand. It's like Anheuser-Busch has Budweiser. So whatever company has 2K. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But we're probably sounding really, there's probably video game nerds out there like, you guys are idiots.
I'm going to let them know that they are idiots on all of their social media.
Please let me know.
Please let us know.
I want all your tweets.
Maybe they'll make it for the Wii. That's the whole thing.
I don't know.
That's the last console I played.
Yeah, I had an N64 back in the day.
Oh, man.
I think that was the last video game console I owned. We're going way back. But they say this game wouldn't come out until next year. They're going to hold off and make sure the season is successful before they go about making a full game. All right. Well, it's another week in the world of the Battlehawks. We got 18 days to the game. We'll probably squeeze in at least one more podcast before the first game. And then we'll have an actual opponent, actual game going on. We'll have a lot to talk about
We can do
coming
like
up.
pregame. We haven't decided how we're going to do this during the season.
Yeah.
Probably just do postgame.
Yeah, post game. I don't know.
And then preview the next week. Even though we won't know how to preview because we don't know how all these other teams look at first.
We're making it up as we go at this point, but maybe we'll get into a rhythm once the season. Maybe halfway through the season, we'll have a regular rhythm.
Yeah.
But at this point, we're just like, hey, Jerry, you free? Yeah, let's do a podcast. That's kind of how we're at right now.
Hey, at least we started like months ago.
Yeah, we did. We've been doing this for a while.
Ones that are starting like today.
Yeah, we're here. We've been here for you this whole time.
Yes.
So, yeah, you can go back and listen to our old episodes. We got 11 of them before today. Some of them great, some of them not so great.
The Ocho was the worst episode
Yeah, the
ever.
Ocho, but it's got a lot of views.
Tell you. Every episode should be the worst one ever.
There you go.
It's like a clickbait headline. Why is it so bad?
Got to know why.
Man, they're all bad.
All right, well, that does it for us. Until next time, let's go Battlehawks.
Buh.
How do I start this?
Hello.
I say hello.
Some other podcasts might have fancy schmancy production and music, but not us. We're
Nope.
just like,
Let's
here
get
it
into
is. Hello. Welcome. Here it is. Short and sweet. People don't have the attention span for that. They either have a 30-second attention span or a 3-hour attention span. Or more so the 30 seconds.